Okay.
It's a Morningside rant.
Yeah. It's a beautiful, I don't know, morning. Sun ain't out. Kind of cold up in the mountains. Dog's still being dog. Other than that, it is what it is. This one ain't gonna really be a rant. It's more of a motivational thing, you know. It is what it is. um, yeah, like, everybody barks about, oh, you got to get out and train, blah, blah. Yeah, you do got to get out and train, and the reason for it, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. A lot of people like to call everybody a pussy, an asshole, this or that, you ain't this, you ain't that, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. But if you don't try, because a lot of people, well, if I try, I'll fail, blah, blah, blah. I get this younger generation, along with some of the older generation. If you don't try, you're failing. But if you try and you don't figure it out the first time, you didn't fail. You just figured out not to do something. Even if it's a million times, because it's better to do it now and fuck up, make those corrections and learn from it. Just like, pretty much a lot of it being a citizen, a soldier, survivalist, or what have you, the only way you're going to learn is by getting out and trying. Even if you're reading or watching these videos, you're still learning. But you do got to get out and, actually put the shit on, try it, make sure it works. It's just like, say, you're out and about watching videos. Oh, I could do this shit, bar, 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 bar. It don't look that hard. And bam, twist a fucking ankle. Oh, fuck, I'm 3 miles in, my ankle's swelled up. What do? Either roll over and become bear bait, or bug bait or whatever, or you figure out, oh, that's right. Make an improvised crutch and hobble shit back. What about my gear? I can't carry it. And cache it. Well, I didn't know how. Well, you should have learned before then. All these things can happen. And they normally do, because Mr. Murphy and his fucked up laws and Mother Nature going, I'm going to teach that bitch a lesson. She's a cunt. But I say that out of respect. Or, like different times in the weather. Like here, we got, wasps, hornets, mean motherfuckers. You don't know where those are at. Nobody does. It's like a landmine. Boom, you step on it. I'm fucked. Like me, I'm allergic to them, so I got to be careful. That's why I got an EpiPen. But I still get out. People go, dude, you could die. Yeah, I know, but if I'm going to die, I'm going to die happy. Other than that, an excuse is an excuse. I mean, that's on you. I ain't going to call you nothing because, oh, I got this or I got that. Hey, this shit's on you. But you don't get to earn that right of saying, hey, I did this or I'm this. If that's the one thing. It's like growing up, you had true people and then you had the posers. Always riding on everybody else's shirt tails, and well, the posers wound up outdoing the real people. And then it just became normal to be a poser. In this shit, in this world, the prepper, survivalist, militia world, outdoorsy people, talking shit will get you killed. Quicker than a mother, especially being out here. Hell, even if you're training in the city, it can get you killed if you run your mouth, because eventually you start believing your own bullshit. Even playing video games, you can learn some things on different things if they're realistic, just like airsoft, everything else. But to get back what I was saying, the weather depends on what's going to be out there. Snow and ice, you're going to slip, slide, freeze your ass off, but it's more fun to train that way, because you ain't sweating. Summertime, you got to watch out for the bugs, the wasps, the bees, everything else. And the terrain looks different because everything comes in lush and foliage, and you have to be careful of those rotten logs, this, that, and the other. And every terrain is basically the same because it always has the same pitfalls. Now, what are you going to do? You're out training in the wintertime, but you don't train in the summertime, and oh yeah, I know the wasps are out there. And if you don't train, you don't know when to listen for. It's like that little bzzz, real silent fucking, like when a mosquito's buzzing in your ear. When you get close enough to a yellow jacket nest, you will hear them fuckers, even if you're moving slow. Yeah. That's when you stop and observe. And at doing that, that's also teaching you, okay, it's on the ground. I'm looking for booby traps and shit like that. Take it into consideration. It's more training. You're just switching over from one thing to another, just like, a true hunter. Say if he's going from, hey, I'm a deer and elk hunter to now I'm in a war, now I'm hunting man. The only thing is different is the tracks, but humans, they tend to take the easy route, animals don't. And that's the whole thing. Shush! You ain't putting your 2 cents in. Just like a woman, always got to put her 2 cents in when it ain't needed. All right, don't backtalk either. A shepherd fit. No, no, no. You're doing this, and I want this. You've had your morning biscuits. You act like you're for a pick on. You're farthest thing from it. But like I was saying, if you want to make excuses and not train, stuff's on you. I ain't gonna hold it against you. But you run your mouth because you got all the Gucci gear or make really good videos but ain't doing shit other than talking shit, well, hey, so be it. Zip it. It's just like me. Since I've made these videos, I've suffered what do you call it? Whatever the hell. I got smacked upside the head by a big ass branch. That wasn't fun. It dented my forehead, fractured my skull. But I still was out here doing this shit. I had Mommy Teresa. Oh, you gotta do this, and I took it slow and steady. But you can still do things. Been eaten up by mosquitoes. But that salve stuff that she showed him how to make in a video, that stuff works. It takes the itch away, heals the boo-boos up quick. Because when you get eaten alive, you start scratching, then everything gets infected, and then you're down for the count. But that stuff worked. Only problem is it melts really quick. So we got it down by the creek, in a little makeshift cooler thing, which is working. But like I was trying to get back to it, you don't know what's going to be out there unless you actually get out there, because everything changes. You know, like last year, the logs were, you could walk on them. This year, they give way. You don't want that shit. You never know what's going to happen. And it teaches you also to be ready for anything. You just look at it. It depends on how you look at things. But it is what it is when you're doing that stuff. I just hope, people get out and do it, Even if you're walking in the park and, get off the beaten path, or walk in your neighborhood or doing something. I mean, nobody's that busy where they can't get out, if they call themselves a prepper or a survivalist, militia, patriot, whatever the hell you want to call it. If you ain't out doing, you ain't what you claiming. You a poser, you know. And that's what I've seen in this movement is too many posers talking shit, or too many chiefs but not enough braves, or too many cooks in the kitchen kind of mentality. And that's why I'm going to continue to make these videos, even if you guys just want to sit here and make fun of me. I really don't care, but I do know if I'm in the woods, my shit is real. I try to make a joke out of this stuff, and there's a reason why I kind of have that laughing, dark humor, and there's a reason for it. I don't like clicking on. This stuff is serious, but at the same time, there's a time and a place for all things. Just get out there, do your thing, even if it ain't like everybody else's, because your thing is your thing. But if you're learning how to live, how to walk, how to carry your gear, it's another thing, like carrying your gear in the summertime. Oh, you will get raw. That shit rubs raw, and if you don't get out and practice, you ain't gonna know that. It's like, okay, I got all this gear, and I don't need to train, I don't need to do this, and then say shit happens, and it's summertime, it's hot. And yeah, somebody told me about those rubbing raw spots, and a couple hours later, yeah, your waistband is rubbed raw. You ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
Or you get a blister on your foot and you don't know how to take care of that shit because you didn't toughen yourself up and condition yourself for this stuff.
Or to have the right stuff in your first aid kit to take care of it.
There's a lot of things, and too many people, they want to take the credit for something that they didn't earn. Oh, I got this, I got that, and it's like, okay. It's like a lot of things, when I point out things like with the preppers or with Christians, it's because they're taking the name and what it used to mean something. got fucking, got our security. They're up. Okay, everybody one at a time. Take the shit off. De-fucking bug yourself. De-fucking,
Needle yourself,
needle
nettle
yourself. Get
yourself.
all that
Yeah.
shit out. To avoid shit. Yeah, it might take 10 minutes out of your time doing this shit, but yeah, if you can be comfortable while you're doing this shit, it goes a long way. Or yeah, I feel a blister coming on. Hey, troop master or whoever's in charge, or if you're by yourself, you stop and you take care of that shit before it gets worse. You don't go, oh my man, I can tough with this shit. I'm sorry, a bad blister will put the biggest and baddest motherfucker down. Unless he's got a mission he's got to do and it's only a 2-day mission. But if he's got to ruck on for 6 months, yeah, it'll put him down. Because eventually that shit will turn septic and then you're totally fucked. Just like with spider bites, you got to take care of that shit. You don't know what's out there unless you actually get out there. And the thing is prove me wrong on this shit. I dare y'all. Come on. Come on. I know a lot of people, oh, I'll show that motherfucker. Oh, goddamn, he was right. Thank God I listened. I tried proving him wrong.
Even if you could probably put your gear on and walk around the house for a day, just to see how it
Well,
fit and stuff. If
well,
you
yeah.
can't get out.
Well, a lot of people do that shit, but, it's like, hey, I want to put on, my average gear is, 35 pounds, and that's a full load. Okay, but I can't do it around my neighbor. But you can go to the store or, the secondhand store or a secondhand sports store and find those weighted vests. You know what I'm saying? They have lead in them. Yeah, you can put that fucker on and walk around, and it's going to give you the same rubbing on your shoulders and on your back, and that you get to feel that sweaty, grimy, fucking nasty shit. And if you can't do it in the woods, get something like that on and go walk through the dusty ass field, stomp up a bunch of dust while you're sweating. You'll get sweat and grime in places that you don't want it, especially your butt cheeks. That'll rub you raw. There's all kinds of ways to improvise.
I mean, to find out where your gear rubs and everything, put it on in the house and walk up and down your stairs and walk around the house for several hours.
Yeah, well, you can't do that because people look at you weird. Just get out and
In your
walk.
house?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like in the dry seasons, everybody's got those dry, fucking dusty areas.
Yeah.
Just go find that and get up, work up a big old sweat, and just jump. And if nobody's looking, jump on the ground, roll around in the shit for a bit, and then get back up and walk some more. You will get those raw spots, and you'll go, oh, okay, now I know where they're at. Before I go off in this hot shit, I'm gonna fucking take care of that shit. Because trust me, this shit will fucking rub you raw. Or if you get spider bites and mosquito bites in places that rub you raw, that shit even gets worse.
Yeah.
Just take the time, wipe it down, address the issue, and then ruck on. This ain't no, I'm a man, I can take anything. Yeah, bullshit. A little boo-boo will fucking put your ass down. Or Mother Nature will go, hey, dumbass, let me teach you something. And that's the whole thing in a nutshell. And it's like I said, this is kind of a rant, but kind of a motivational thing. Get out there. Because it's like when I'm doing these videos, I'm sitting here going, okay, well, I hope to God people are realizing this shit sucks. Especially, in the summertime versus the wintertime versus spring and fall. Spring and fall is normally fucking rainy, and it sucks. That shit'll kill you. You got to figure you're getting wet versus dry, but you're still going to be rubbed raw. That and your boots, if you don't wear them in and then you have to use them, yeah, you're going to get blisters or they're going to crack at the wrong times. Or you think because you've got your gear in the closet, you think everything's fine, then you go to put it on, damn moth or a mouse got a hold of it. Or there's, spider made a nest in the shit, and you go to put it on, you got a bunch of baby spiders on you.
Oh, I'd freak.
Yeah, well, that's those things, and it's like, and that's my whole gripe is a lot of people, I've seen a lot of videos, and you can tell by the comments that it's just basically people talking shit. Too many people are talking shit, claiming something that have never done it. Or, well, you gotta be military to know how to do this shit. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. It used to be being a fucking American, you had a duty or responsibility. Like JFK said, we need a nation of men that'll rise up to the occasion and say no, paraphrasing. All these secret societies and blah, blah, blah. And that ain't nothing new. It's all the same bullshit. They just changed the name. That's like, like the Illuminati. Who cares about them? And that's the whole thing. Oh, it's spooky. It's scary. Psh, do your thing. Just don't fuck with me. Let me do my thing. But or they'll come off with like, see how you go off on different things because it just pops up. It's like all those people saying violence don't solve nothing. Why they're doing violence against you, or they're having this group over here use violence against you, and then say, well, if you use violence, it's wrong. Bullshit. It's like me. I'll ask, do I need to smack the stupid out of you? I'm asking you a question. And if I have to smack the stupid out of you, it means that that's how you learn. So I'm not going to deny you the opportunity to learn something. You just learn differently. You equate pain with, I'm not going to be stupid. So technically, I'm not using violence. I'm trying to teach you the way you want to learn. See how you can word shit? Yeah. Okay, then I'm not going to deny you that right of learning. You're forcing me to fucking beat the shit out of you because that's the only way you learn. Now, that used to be being an Irish hard-headed or a German hard-headed, but, it is what it is. We all learn differently. Okay, well, I'll teach differently. Dun, 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 dun. See, you can spin anything. That's what the politicians do. If you watch them, you learn how to talk. Use your words. And sometimes your fists and your feet, club, bricks, rocks, cats. Oh yeah, get a cat by his tail, swing him around and throw him. You are fucked up. That's like a flying claymore.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how you look at things. But other than that, and that's what I'm trying to get at, is just get out, and even if you're a big old fat tubby wubby, I'd have more respect for you that you're at least trying. Because if this shit eventually, here's the thing, shit hitting the fan has already happened. It's just a very slow grind. It depends on where you live. And those that go, oh, it hasn't happened yet, be grateful that you're in an area that it hasn't happened. But sooner or later, it's going to come to you. And that's what a lot of people are realizing. But how do you prepare for a slow grind when it's in your face? When you could have done something a year ago, but it was like, well, it's bad, but it ain't that bad yet. And then, bam, it is bad. And now you're like, oh, fuck, why should I even bother? Well, because something inside of you, you got to go and cough out your testes. And your women, you got to take off the bra and rub them boobies and go, yes, I am. I don't know, whatever you are.
I am one.
Well, here's the thing. It's just like how the Christians go, oh, well, Jesus is going to come. Well, Jesus ain't going to come. Well, when he does, according to the book, he's coming to kick ass. And right now, he's looking for those soldiers that he's going to be kicking ass with. And if you're sitting on your ass going, Jesus, clean up my mess, he's going to look at you and go, you were part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We as a nation used to be a Christian nation. We ain't no more. And that's the sad part. Now, if maybe we all started standing the fuck up, maybe we might get them blessings again. And then we'll get that spiritual help, which will heal our nation. But I don't see that happening. What I see is the same slow grind where everybody gets affected by it, and then you ain't got no other choice because now you're in survival mode. And then when it's all said and done, maybe, we can start over. But all I see is it's like a snake eating its tail. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Anybody that denies that shit, they are delusional, or they're only watching one little source. You got to get all the way out there. Jump on forums. If you're a righty, look on the left. You see how they're thinking. You'd be fucking amazed. How the libertarians think versus the Republicans or the Democrats. Yeah, there's snakes everywhere. And if you look at it, you just kind of go, okay, how do I best adjust myself for this? Or am I one of them pieces of shit? Self-centered sons of bitches that, oh, I'm going to rape, rob, and pillage. No, but then again, if it comes down to it, what do you do? When in Rome, be as the Romans. But I don't, and that's the one thing, is if people just get off their ass and quit expecting others to do the shit, that's like those checks and balances.
Yeah.
And nobody, it's like everybody's denying their duty as an American, but want to say, oh, I'm an American, while sitting on your ass doing nothing. Oh, I'm an American because I live here. Makes you a freeloader. You know, that goes along with everything. You know, even training, the same fucking thing. Oh, talk a good game. Well, you can talk a good game. Don't mean shit. Well, I talk with everybody on these forums. Well, it don't mean shit. You just want to be a wannabe clique member. You're a cheerleader. Yeah, there you go.
Rah, rah, rah.
There you go. You got your cute little Gucci gear outfit, and you're going rah, 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 talking the talk, but ain't walking the walk. So that makes you a cheerleader. Yeah, that's what it is. Why I'm annoyed. There's too many cheerleaders.
Yep.
You know, even if we were all making videos sharing knowledge, we're all out doing, which would be a good thing. It puts other people on notice going, hey, we don't want to play, but if we have to play, we're here.
Yeah, but yeah, there are too many cheerleaders. Keyboard commandos is what they used to call them.
Now they're cheerleaders because they got their cute little outfits and afraid to get them dirty and talk the good game on their computer versus going out and doing. You know, it's like a lot of the things you see me doing, I ain't going to show you what I'm really capable of doing because that's one of them things that don't need to be done on video. Now, if there were some other serious-minded individuals and they were serious,
That'd be different.
that'd be different. You know, I'd be more than happy to go, hey, this is what I've learned. I'll teach you how to be a mean son of a bitch. But don't be a mean son of a bitch unless you are backed into a corner and you've tried literally everything. And then you go and go, okay, let's play, motherfucker. To the point where they begged, oh, no, the only thing that's going to be left of you is a bad memory and maybe a bottle of barbecue sauce because shit got hard and I got hungry. You know, that's a metaphor speaking. You know, so don't think I'm out, you know, eating people. The only people I eat is my woman. But, you know, figuratively speaking. Yeah, she gave us. Yeah. You know, that's that dark humor. You know, and don't take anything I say and run with it and blah, blah, blah. That's just stupid and childish. You know, I'm not, you know, the only thing I'm encouraging you to do is get out, test yourself, learn as much as you can, while you can, and pray to God you don't ever have to use it. It's like, you know, be the biggest and baddest motherfucker in the valley and pray you don't ever have to use it. You know, and then some people will say, well, why you died, you learned all that shit. I'm grateful I never had to use it.
Yeah.
Because if I did, a motherfucker like you wouldn't be asking me because you'd be running away going, no, my butt hurts too much. Figuratively speaking. Then again, you never know. It got cold that winter. Oh, I made his butt whistle.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know, it is what it is. You don't plan on it, shit happens. You know, it's kind of like when you go to Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the trench stays in the trench. You know, fuck. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, it's called survival. It was cold, so we were cuddling. You know, my body's saying yes, but my mind's saying no. My butt's going woohoo.
Tough.
Yeah, but then again, some people might need a little extra protein shakes. You never know. Just trying to do my part, keep everybody alive. Yeah, I know. I'm one twisted motherfucker, huh? No, but serious, you know, I'll talk a lot of shit, but I'd never go that deep. Who am I joking? You know? No, some things I hope to God I don't ever have to go that deep, but if I had to, I'll just put the tip. And that's it. Oops, I fell. Sorry. Oh!
Point is, get out and try. Do what you can to
basically get
work
out,
on your skills.
Do what you can, when you can, and how you can at your own fucking level. I ain't gonna dog on you as long as you're trying. But if you're talking smack, here's the thing. Until the fat lady sings, proverbially, you got all the time in the world. But if that fat lady sings, and I run into you, and I go, wait a sec, you talked all this shit. Give me your gear. I'm just going to look at, give me your fucking gear. I'm going to give it to somebody who can use it. What? Well, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. We're playing by Murph law, and a motherfucker like you will get a lot of other motherfuckers killed or hurt. You know?
Nobody expects everybody to be at their level because everybody's at a different level.
Oh, God, yeah.
As far as, like, you know, where you were talking about shooting, I am not at your level.
Now you are.
Well, now, but I wasn't.
And that's the old thing. If you would have just shut up and listened, you would have learned. Now go make me a Sammy.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of them things. Sometimes you have to be a hard asshole.
The thing is I didn't understand the whole. I mean, I tried, the breathing and all this other stuff. I tried all that. There was just too much going on in my world at the time and in my mind at the time. And now I'm at a place where I can picture, because that's what I do when I shoot, is I picture
In other words, she just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
We've been through enough fucking shit, and it's like, oh, it's the proverbial, hey, we're family and friends, just to fuck us in the ass.
All my fucks are gone.
Yeah. It's like
and
that
my
old
fuck garden isn't growing anymore.
Well, my fuck garden growing all kinds of shit, but you're exceeding the limitation of my medication.
Right.
You know, that shit. And that's where a lot of people are. And that's another thing. I think a lot of people are tired of being burnt, tired of being lied, tired of wasting the little time they do have of, okay, yeah, do I want to make friends with this motherfucker? It seems genuine, but man, I've been burnt too many times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like me. I've been burnt so many times, and I'll say, yeah, I'll never again, but I always do. And then I get burnt. And then I do. But then I'm like, okay, well, if I give up, that next person will fucking, so I just got to keep on trying. And I will continue to do that while everything's cool. But if shit gets wild, yeah, if I don't know you, I don't know you. I'm not going to do like a lot of people say, bang first and then ask questions. Fuck that shit.
I'm sorry, even when shit gets wild, even if I do know you, I don't know you.
Yeah.
With the way things are now?
Unless you show it.
Unless some people fucking change, no.
Yeah.
Because I could see some people coming being like, oh no, nah, fuck you. You know what you put us through? No.
Well, it's like now. Well, that too. But like with newbies and shit, it's like, okay, what are you bringing to the table? Just be completely honest. Like I said, I'd have more respect. Well, I got a little bit of gear, ain't got no fucking knowledge, but hey, I want to learn. Okay, let's do this. Versus, blah, 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 and then to find out, that you are a poser.
Ain't got nothing.
But even if you came to the table with nothing, but you got the fucking determination to be a bad motherfucker, and, and you're showing right off the bat, that you
want to.
You want to, yeah. Depending on what's going on at the time. Then again, I'd probably make an exception and go, okay, here's this, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're actually trying. It's better to ask a dumb question now than a fucking stupid question when the shit's real.
Well, and that's the thing. The only dumb question is the one not asked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And we've never looked down on anybody that asked a question that, you kind of look at it and you're like, you think at first, well, you should know that. And then you go, well, no, not everybody does.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here.
Well, the thing is, we've started groups before. You know, but it always seems I'm from FEMA. I'm from the government. I know better. Yeah.
I had this piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then it goes to shit.
Yeah, it's like everybody claims to be. If you say you're a professional and you got this piece of paper from the government, I know right off the bat, 90% of it, you're a fraud. Just because you got a piece of paper don't mean shit. Or I got college, or I got this. Well, that's nice. Show me. Well, this piece of paper. Nope, show me. I don't want to hear it. Show me. Well, no. Show me, motherfucker. But other than that, you get out and play, because if you don't, the shit's on you, not on me, not on anybody else other than yourself. It will build character. It'll build confidence. Your woman will look at you different. Your friends will look at you different. Some of your friends might go, man, this is one crazy motherfucker. I don't want to fuck with his ass. Yeah, I earned that right to say who I am. But the thing is, nowadays, you don't have to say who you are. People just know it. There's a vibe you put off. Like, yeah, I'm a bad mammy jamby. And that's just one of them things. And it's, like I said, it builds self-confidence, self-motivation, self-respect. Because without self-respect and self-motivation, you ain't got shit.
I will say, speaking of that, real quick before we get off, since coming out here and doing these videos, I'm more confident myself because now I know that if push came to shove, I can get a meal and I can cook it.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to go hunt, I could get something.
Well, that's like, that's like another thing here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, I can build a fire. Can you do it when it's fucking pouring rain where you can grab the wood and twist it and the water drips out of it?
Okay, that I haven't tried, but
Yeah, but I've shown you how it's easy
yeah,
to
you
do.
have shown me.
That's those different things versus, see, that's what I'm trying to get at. Thinking's one thing and knowing something other. You go around thinking versus not knowing,
And even having that knowledge but not trying
ain't gonna do shit.
is, yeah.
Because there's always something that you can't put into a book or you can't explain. You just have to do it and go, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you call this? I don't know. Let's just make up a word.
Yeah.
But other than that, get out and play. If you don't get out and play, all you're doing is bullshitting yourself. But then again, if that's how you want to roll, become a politician.
Hmm.
You know, there's plenty of examples, both right and left. They're all good bullshit artists that will tell you what you want to hear. Woe unto the shepherds that leads the flock astray.
Yep.
Until next time, have fun, get out and play, like and subscribe.
See you later. Say like and subscribe. Good girl.